All right, the final project is getting these two sprites to interact. So teaching Phil to eat the bacteria, which is really fun. And again, you can watch the video to see how that's done in real life. Instead of remixing a project, we're actually going to take these two projects you made and combine them. And this is actually a really cool feature that Scratch has. So you want to go to your bacteria project, and there's this thing at the bottom called backpack. Let me move that out. And I can drag, I could drag code into it, but I also can drag a sprite into it. So this is really helpful, especially if you find other projects that you like stuff from. You can bring that code in and put it somewhere else. So I moved it out to the backpack, and I'm going to go to my Phil project, and I'm going to drag that into here. So now when I click the flag, I should have my Phil moving around by the arrow keys. You'll notice I did something else with my right and left arrow key to make it more smooth than this up and down. So that's something you could try to figure out. And then what we want to happen is when I touch, if I touch bacteria, I want it to disappear. So let's figure out the code we need for that. I'm going to stop it for now. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on the bacteria code because that's the object I want to have disappear. And there is this thing called sensing. When something's touching, it can be touching a mouse pointer, the edge, or another sprite. So I want to say when it's touching neutrophil. And then there, under control, there's if, right? So if bacteria is touching neutrophil, then I want something to happen. In this case, I want it to hide, which is a look. Okay. And then I need an event to trigger this to happen. So let's try this out. I'm touching, clearly touching, nothing happening. What's going on? So one of the things in Scratch is when the flag is clicked, it does this command immediately. So it would only disappear if when I click the flag, I actually happen to be on top of the bacteria. So we need this to be running in the background forever. Forever is something that you'll use a lot in Scratch. Okay, so now, oh, and there it was, it hid. Now the problem is when I start again, bacteria is gone. So we need to have start conditions for all our sprites. And so I need to make sure that when the flag is clicked, I'm going to show. And then I can go eat, up, flag is clicked. Oh, must have been, there it is. Okay, so that was the other thing. I also need to make sure that these two never start on top of each other. So I'm going to always start bacteria like there, and always start Phil here. And if you go to motion, once you move them into place, you'll see that this go to is that location. So I can just put that under any flag. Go to, and there's a flag. All right, so now when I start, okay, and then I start again, and they go back to their things. So there's so much more now you can do with this project. You could create sound effects, you know, when you chomp the bacteria. You could also make more bacteria appear. So you could do a duplicate thing. The other thing you can try out is creating clones. So under the control code, you can create a clone of like a bacteria. So there's more and more of them. And that's kind of a fun thing to play with. You might end up with a ton of them, and you'll have to figure out how you control how many clones you have, like deleting this clone when it's touched or something like that. But that's in a way you can extend this activity to do even more with it. Again, once you're done, please, oh, it's already shared, right. So you can just take that link again and add it to this Project 3 challenge link. All right, good luck.